Hello, my loves. Welcome to your next pick a card reading. This reading is going to be about what is your life going to look like in the next 2 months. So, from the time that you get to this reading, 2 months later, what is your love life going to look like? What is your career going to look like? What is your finances going to look like? All right. Here goes 3 piles that you need to select from. All right. 3 piles. Choose your pile. And the pile that you choose will be all about your next 2 months. What is it going to look like? Who are you going to be with? Are you going to be single? We will find out. So, pile number 1 is Gateway of Light Activation Oracle. All right. So, this is for pile number 1. These are decks that I love too, by the way. They go deep. Y'all know I love the deep stuff. Okay. Pile 2, African Goddess Rising, which one of my subscribers has bought for me. Thank you. Shout out to you. All right. So that's for pile number 2. And pile number 3 is Sacred Traveler. So pile number 3, Sacred Traveler. Take a deep breath and let it out. I probably needed that. But anyway, I'm sure you all need it too. Take your time, pick the pile that resonates with you, and go into the comments and click on the pile. All right. And when you're done as well, I have an extended reading for each pile to go deeper, because I like to go deep like the ocean. Okay, so if you chose pile 1, which is the Gateway of Light Activation, all right, let's see for the next 2 months. In the next 2 months, what is your life going to look like in the next 2 months? What is going to be unfolding for you? So, in the next 2 months, which should be the month of June. Oh, you're going through a radical rebirth. A radical rebirth. I even hear like, I miss you so much. I miss you so much. Some of you could either in June you might move, or in June you might go on a vacation where if you have like friends or if you have like loved ones that are in another state or another town from you, they miss you so much. Some of you guys could be going away or having an experience in another place, and you are explaining to people or the people that you left behind like how beautiful this place is. This is exactly what you wanted. This is exactly what you thought it would be. So with radical rebirth, you have a brand new life that's unfolding for you. I even feel like you finally took a leap of faith on yourself when it comes to either like getting up and just finally making a decision to move, or you have a paid experience that allows you to see another part of the world. Okay, so for some of you, even going away to college, all right, and even with like radical rebirth, maybe for some of you, if you have a college student, if you have a student that's going away to college, them explaining to you how beautiful their experience is, and they're telling you about it, and you could be the parent at home missing your child so much. Okay, so it shows lots of pleasure. And when I see lots of pleasure for you, it just means like in June, you're gonna feel very fulfilled. But the biggest thing I see is like a brand new surrounding. And a brand new surrounding, I just see like June being very fruitful for you. And I shouldn't even say June, because whenever you get to this video, it's gonna be the next 2 months from whenever you get to this video. I'm not gonna even use a specific months. Just know that in 2 months, from the time that you get to this video, you'll be in a new position. Okay, some of you may even have to travel because of work. So traveling to a new place or having to move because of work. But yeah, an ending. You go through, with the rebirth, you go through a death. And to me, some of you might experience someone in your family dying, but with death and rebirth, I feel like you finally ended one bad chapter of your life and you have finally decided to like turn over a whole brand new leaf. It's like a completely different turn. Like when you come to this video, it's like you could be in the darkest place when you come to this video and you don't know how you're going to make your way out. You don't see no way out. You just don't know. You know that there's a change coming. You probably see the number 555. You probably see the number 1111. You feel big changes. You feel so much anxiety. Some of you've been pushing people away. Some of you don't know what's about to come, but you're hungry for change and you know something is coming your way. And for you, you are absolutely right. You have a whole brand new position, and it could be a brand new position in life. It can be even more like a luxurious life, something that you've always pictured, but you never dreamed it to be true. It's like you actually living in your dream life. Like if you ever said like, you know, I just want to move away to some place exotic or visit a place, someplace that's exotic and expensive. And I just want to know, like, suppose you even like, I want to go to Bali. I want to go to Hawaii. I just want to go travel. I want to go see a beautiful exotic place and just be in nature and have water around me. For me, the way that this looks, it's like, number one, your aura is completely different. Your aura feels like at awe, and that awe could be like your surroundings are just so much more beautiful. Some of you could have moved out of your neighborhood. You could have lived in a neighborhood where you're used to seeing the same people. You are so sick and tired of seeing those same people, and you just wanted a new environment, new atmosphere. And wherever you move, suppose that you wanted like a better neighborhood. Wherever you move, it's like the neighborhood is quiet. It's peaceful. You have beautiful neighbors. There's more land. There's more trees. It's like wherever you go, it's just like a breath of fresh air for you. All right. So, and some of you could be feeling guilty. You know, some of you could be feeling guilty. You could have had to push people away in order for you to have this change. You could feel guilty because of the people that you're leaving behind. And, you know, they always say that when you do change, when you do make a decision to change your life, there are people that you will have to walk away from, and it's only because you're no longer in alignment with them. So if you were around the same people and it just didn't feel as fun anymore, you felt like you couldn't relate to them no more, you felt like people just weren't understanding you, and you had to move away to like figure yourself out and get yourself to like, what do I really want? If you're at the place when you come to this reading where you're starting to ask yourself some deep, tough questions, this is definitely from you. And I even hear like I hit rock bottom before. You could be at a place at rock bottom and trying to figure your way out. Like, where am I going to live? What am I going to do? You know? And all of a sudden things just unfold for you. So yeah, you're going to feel a little bit guilty. Yeah, I knew it. Angelic attunement. And this is your voice activation. For you, you might be feeling guilty because you have to keep it honest with people. Like you have to be brutally honest with people of why you don't want to connect back to them or why things did not work out. So this could even be like friends who want a chance in your life or want to know why did you separate yourself from them, and you having to be honest and speak your truth. Or it can even be an ex. Suppose you and an ex were going back and forth and you finally just gave up. With the death, it could be an ending to like, you know, a relationship where you just had to, you feel guilty, but you know that this relationship just wasn't serving you and you were just ready to end the relationship. You're tired of the roller coaster ride and you just wanted to move on to bigger and better things. And you may feel guilty about speaking your truth, but the truth comes flying out your mouth. You know, so if you were the type that you like to save people, like when it comes to like their feelings, you don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. So you would sugarcoat the truth. You're going to notice that you are way more honest when it comes to how you feel about people and why you are making the choices that you're making for your own good. So I don't care what anybody says. If you come from a place of like people pleasing, or you're always considering everybody else's feelings over yours, when you do finally decide to do what's best for you, it is very uncomfortable and you will feel guilty, especially if you're a very compassionate person with a big heart. So yeah, That's what's going to happen for you. Yep, keep moving forward. Like, this is you moving on. This is you moving on to a brand new place. So for you, when it comes to your job, Spirit wants you to know that you are exactly where you need to be. So if you are coming here and you are very confused about what am I supposed to be doing when it comes to my career, am I in the right place? When in 2 more months, you are finally exactly where you need to be. And this is you. You could be working with a group of people, because I even hear like taking turns. You could be working with a group of people. You could be working with a group of people and with feeling guilty as well. Maybe some of you had to leave a job that you've been committed to for a long time in order for you to go after your dreams. All right. Yeah, you're expanding. So you are expanding when it comes to like your career, your ideas. Some of you, you're leaving your old job because you want more money. You just see so much more for yourself. And you finally have people around you that is committed to your vision, and people are like-minded and they're going to work with you. So this is beautiful. It's like I just even heard shots. There might be a congratulations in order in the next 2 months. In the next 2 months, there's a congratulations in order. You know, if you decided like you have the dream team and you guys are like masterminds and collectively working together and expansion is on the horizon, you're going to feel so happy. It's a lot of money coming for you. In 2 months, there's so much money coming for you. And whoever you network with, you could be networking with some people who have lots of money to sponsor your idea. That's what it looks like. I knew it. This took lots of patience and planning and letting go. You had to patiently plan. You had to let go a lot. Yeah, this is you finally taking a risk. You're changing your job. You're taking a risk, and you are going to change your job. Look, there's like change. So your job is going to change. When you come here, whatever you're doing now, there's a big shift in your job and way more money. That's going to give you the money that you want to create your dream life. I hear just like you pictured it. You've been picturing this, or some of you have been saving up towards this. Oh, it says it again. You are on the right path. 2 cards of you are on the right path. Keep doing what you are doing because it's working. This is beautiful. So finally, if you are on a career path, your job, it takes off. It takes off. And this is like written in the stars. This was meant for you. You feel really happy. You could have felt scared at first. Okay. And with this job, you have so many other people that are going to want to partner with you. So many other people who are going to send you job offers. Okay. There's like so many people who are interested in you. They want to know more about you. They want to work with you. This could be like sponsorships. It's just a lot of other opportunities for you to expand your vision and your dreams when it comes to work. So this is like a real huge rebirth in your finances. And you making your mark. Whatever you're working on now, whatever dream, whatever idea you have in your mind, it's going to turn out really good. And you could have like got a reading. You could have even like, right now you could be at a place when you keep going from reading to reading, trying to figure out what's coming next. You feel a big shift and you don't know what's happening. What's coming next? If you have your own personal reading, a personal reader could have told you that there's a big change coming. And before you know it, blocks will be removed when it comes to your finances. And you're just like so scared and nervous. Is it really going to happen? And it really is. So this shows like one of the biggest one of the biggest things that is coming to you in the next 2 months is success and expansion. So this is all about money. All about money, all about your career, your purpose, your job. It's in alignment with you. So Spirit just wants you to trust. This is you like trusting yourself. So you're going to notice that in 2 months, you are way more trusting of your own self. If you could come to this video and you feel very fearful, just know that the fear is going to be released. And even if it's not, because I see when you take this risk, you're still very scared. You're going to go even with the fear inside of you. With the fear inside of you, you're still going to keep pushing forward. It's like you know that you're about to take a big jump. That's the biggest thing I feel. So yeah. So it's like taking the lead. You have a new position coming, a leadership position. Some of you even going into business for yourself. So you either have a leadership position where you become the secretary, you become the manager, you become the director. You just have a higher position that makes you lead, like lead the company, lead the business. And if it's not, it's you becoming a boss for yourself, an entrepreneur working for yourself, and it actually paying off, and so many other people want to work with you because your idea is so amazing. All right. Simply love. Some of you guys can have children, and you're going to notice that your child or your children is very, very happy for you. Lots of love between you and your child. All right. You spending more time with your child. I see you guys laughing. You guys telling each other jokes. So if any of you could have been going through anything with your children, just know in the next 2 months, things will be so much more fun and lighthearted. Especially you, like if you were really, really stressed out, so you felt like you weren't putting into your child the way that you normally would because you just been stressed out and trying to figure out how you're going to pay these bills, and you just kind of felt way more withdrawn. You could have been spending more time in your bedroom because you were stressed. You didn't want your child to see you stressed. So you are now going to be so set free from whatever is giving you so much like headaches. Some of you headaches, backaches. If you have a job now, calling out. If you have a job now, like calling out because you just don't feel good or you just don't feel right. So whatever your stress was about, you're going to notice that it draws you closer to you and your child in the next 2 months. Because, you know, when you're happy and you feel like less stress, you can extend that love and that lightheartedness to your child. All right. So this is really, lots of inner peace. You're going to be at peace, and you may not believe it now, but you're going to even find yourself to like read a lot. You're going to try to find ways to like read. You could be reading about, some of you, narcissist or just spirituality, the spiritual path, finding ways to reach your highest potential. You could be on a soul journey and wanting to learn more about yourself and about life and about love. You're going to find yourself like reading more and just feeling more content and peaceful. I hear honest. You're going to also be way more honest when it comes to like what you truly want from people. Some of you guys could have been shy or afraid to tell people what it is that you really want. You could have been afraid to ask people for help, and now you're not. You know, even questions, things that you've been curious about. You know, sometimes people are afraid to ask for information because they don't want to feel inadequate. So this is you like reading, gaining awareness about yourself, about the spiritual journey, or just about love and about life. And I hear making amends. You, in 2 months, you might even make amends with the enemy. That's, wow. See how that resonates with you. You might even make amends with an enemy in 2 months. Like, you'll be surprised of you changing your life and you doing what's best for you. You'll be so surprised. Your enemy's watching you. It actually triggers them and makes them want to make peace with you. You know what I'm saying? So what else? Once again, lots of opportunities. Lots of opportunities. And lots of peace. Could even be going on a vacation once again. And if it's not vacation, you just moving to a place that is so, so beautiful, has lots of sun, lots of water. And you standing in your self-respect, taking more time for like silence with yourself. If you could have been afraid of silence, if you could have felt like every time you want to meditate or you sit down, you start to feel lots of anxiety, you start to panic, you're going to have lots of more opportunities for like silence and peace and meditation and reading. But I don't know too, I just heard soda. You may have cravings for soda in 2 months. All right. So let's see what is your relationship status in the next 2 months? What is your relationship status? Let me just what is your relationship status? Single. In the next 2 months, you are going to be single, but there could be somebody that you are in love with, because it shows in love with each other, but you are single in the next 2 months. So let's see what's going on in your relationship in the next 2 months. Ooh. Somebody's going to try to come back around to you. It could be a Cancer for a brand new beginning when it shows the wheel. Somebody who was playing mind games with you. Somebody who lived at a distance from you. Somebody who could have possibly had a third party is going to come back around and try to have a brand new beginning with you. Who is this person? Somebody who could have left you in confusion. Somebody who did have other options. Somebody who did have other options or made you feel very, very confused. They've been stalking you. So you have a stalker in 2 months who's going to come forward. They've been stalking you. Even if you have been like single and distant and just trying to find yourself and work on yourself, just know whoever you separated from because of a third party and because of mind games has been spying on you, and they are more attracted to you than ever before. It's like someone can't stop thinking about you. They find you to be so confident, so intelligent, so warm, so graceful. And it's like whoever this person is, they actually miss you. And they liked playing mind games with you. They liked when you used to entertain them. Now they feel like you're silent, like you're not saying anything to them. You're not even trying to reach out to them. And because of that, it makes them want you even more. Tell me more about this person. Yeah. It shows that you're going to be indecisive on whether you want to work with this person or not. Because the two, it's like you're juggling the idea. Should you keep it finished or should you reunite with this person and work with them? Because it shows 2 of Cups, Ace of Cups. This person really could have fell in love with you. They fell in love with you. It's like they tried to play games with you, and they could have even been the type that will try to use distance in order to make you feel confused and make you hold on to them. But what it is, it's like you got so sick and tired of the games that you decided to put the focus on yourself. You could be someone who could have said, you know what, I'm so sick and tired of these games. I'm just going to focus on myself, and I'm not going to think about love right now. So if that sounds like you're just sick and tired of love, you feel like it's not working out. There was somebody that you love, but they left you in confusion, or third parties. You didn't know if you were coming or going with this person. They could have been a juggler, and you stopped entertaining their games. This person is going to come back around, and they actually feel guilty. What will they say? What will this person say? They will tell you that they were careless with you, and there's a lot of things about you that they felt like they connected to you with. So now that you're not paying them any mind, they're starting to realize, like, damn, You were more connected to me than I realized. We have more in common. So what it looks like, they probably have no more options, and they're starting to like feel lonely without you. They know that they were careless with you, but trying to move forward, they found out that they can't even find anyone who compares to you. All right. So if this sounds like you're reading, I'm going to do a full spread on this person. If this person sounds familiar, I'm going to do a full spread on them. I'm going to find out, is there a third party? And if you are single, who else is coming to you in love? So on the extended will be love and any other message for you. I send you so much love and so much light. Pile number 2. So if you chose the African Goddess Rising pile, let's see in the next 2 months, what will your life look like in the next 2 months? So whenever you get to this video, you have a lot going on. In 2 more months, you have a lot of, I hear positive changes. You have a lot of good juju because of like, the biggest thing is somebody hurt you. If you've been hurt and betrayed and backstabbed and lied on, and I'm talking about people done fumbled you. You could have been someone that people could have overlooked. They could have chose other people over you. You could have just been through a lot. Some of you even like a lot of karma when it comes to your family. You could have a karmic family. You could have been arguing with your family, trying to get through to your family. You could have been betrayed by friends. You were betrayed by lovers. To me, you just seem like you went through the ringer. And you could have been harboring lots of disappointment for a very long time. And you had one foot in the door and one foot out when it came to people. Like, it takes you a while to process. That's important for you. You may take longer than the average person to heal because of how you process. And I hear never throw stones at don't throw stones. I forgot the saying. But it's almost like you get the victory. If that's what it's basically saying. You get the victory. If people are throwing stones at you, if people are wishing bad on you, it's almost like those people, their mouth is dropped open. And like in 2 months, their mouth is dropped open because of how big blessed you are. I even hear like, are you okay? Like people trying to invite you out. People asking you if you are okay all of a sudden. And what it is, be prepared. Like in 2 more months, be prepared from like your enemies being your footstool. Your enemies wanting to check in to see how you are doing. You know, you'll be so surprised of how many people could have been trying to do dark things behind your back and wanting to know if it worked. And them being shocked and surprised to see that whatever they tried to do to you, it actually didn't even happen. All right. I even see like you had an ex who tried to move on and make you jealous. They try to make you jealous, baby. An ex who would try to like throw another female or male in your face. You had to watch your ex move on while you didn't have anybody. You could have been like the black sheep of your family. Oh my God, you are finally in alignment, and it could have took you a long time to let go of the people who actually hurt you. You still wanted to share love with people who hurt you. You could have been the type that you felt safe with pain. You could have attracted a lot of narcissists or a lot of covert narcissists, a lot of sociopaths. You had a lot going on, and you just had a heart full of love amongst everything. You just always had love, and you could have even had to fight harder because when you would try to break ties, people would just try to climb back into your life, and you didn't know if you could trust them, but you still would give them the time of day. You, baby, you done went on a ride. I can go on and I feel like I can go on and on and on when it comes to your life story. Your life story is so crazy that I don't think anybody would even believe you if you were to tell it. It feels that like horrific, that to see the kind of heart that you still have after what you've been through, I don't think people would believe you if you were to tell your story. Like, for who you are now. Some of you could be readers. You could be a reader now. You could actually be a healer yourself because of what you've been through. Maybe this is why you used to attract in so many broken people, because you have healing energy. But the way that I even see this, I hear nobody, none of those karmics even measured up to you. So the issue was, you could have been trying to fit in with people who you are meant to stand out. You could have been trying to fit in people that you actually were the muse for these people. It's like you rise from the shadows. You're rising out from a very, very dark, I hear toxic place, like a toxic hole that you just couldn't find yourself coming out of. Like you going in circles and circles with these people, trying to extend your loves, trying not to offend people, and somehow still offending people when that wasn't even your attention. People getting you messed up left and right and left. I hear I have no more fight in me. What happened is you had no more fight left. This situation in your life and the trauma, it exhausted you to the point where you could have went into isolation and just healed yourself or worked on yourself. And I don't think that you wanted to do this. I felt like you were so burned and so hurt, and you had no strength, that you had no choice but to run to like God and the spirit to like heal you and save you and resurrect you from so much pain and suffering. You give me the feeling of like the what do they call them? The wounded healer, like wounds, you know. You could have even been trying to love a mother and a father who just could not give you the love that you were supposed to have from them. But you're going to be feeling more safe, and feeling more safe being away from these people. So in 2 months for you, you're going to move away from these people and feel safe with yourself again. I hear putting down new roots. Some of you could be like herbalists. You might love teas, or you might have your own garden where you plant your own vegetables, or you may just love flowers. You may love just to eat fruits. You could be vegan. But hello, look at it. You in 2 months, you have found a place of acceptance, and acceptance is your safe place. If you were struggling to accept the fact that you can't change these people, and they're going to hurt you. These hurtful people are just hurtful people. And it's not about you just trying to look at the good in them, but just understanding that every human on this planet has a shadow side and a light side, but the people that you were trying to extend love to has way deeper wounds and lives in their shadow. So you could have seen a little bit of bright in them and thought that maybe if you love them more, the more I love them, the more that they can heal and probably love me back. And you're accepting the fact that that is not true. That is far from the truth. The real truth is, the more you try to love them, the more that they will push you away, take you for granted, and make you feel less than. And I think you finally accepted that. Yeah. So you're freedom. Freedom. Baby, you are free from the chains of like pain and suffering and trying to save people who do not even want to be saved. And I even hear like you're going to be free from shame. You could have been holding on to shame and regret because of what you allowed yourself to go through. You know, you could have had to like learn boundaries, or learn who is worthy of my time, who's worthy of my light, who can I trust. It's like you learned so many lessons going back and forth with all these people, and it's a bunch. I want to say like 12. And with those 12 people, the number 12 just came out. With those numbers, you could have a birthday in the 12th month of the year, but with those 12 people, you fought so hard. And it's like these people, they could have been hopeless. They could have been defensive. They could have been manipulative. It's like you could have been the light in their life. And without you, they have so much regret. They were feeding off of you or feeding off of your light. They have so much regret for what they have done to you. And it's like they chose They chose a much darker path than yours. That's what the biggest part is. They chose a darker path. If you chose to go into the light, if you chose to, like, you know, be more spiritual, these people did not take that walk with you. You could have been trying to, like, introduce people to a new way of living, a new way of healing, a new way of love. And these people didn't want it. And now they regret pushing you away, because it's almost like, and for a while, they didn't even take you serious. If you did go into isolation, it's like a part of them was waiting for you. It's like they were used to overstepping your boundaries. They were used to taking your energy from you. It's like you would stay away from a little while, but then you would go back and they'll pile up all their emotional pain and burdens on you. And now it's like you're holding your heart with a tight fist. So you are starting to protect yourself. You're reparenting yourself. You're becoming your best friend. You're starting to learn what is safe, what is real, genuine love, and what is not. It's like I just heard, like, I couldn't put my finger on it. It's like you knew something wasn't right, but you just couldn't put your finger on it. Like, what is it? So it's almost like how they say, you know, when God came back to the earth and a lot of people betrayed God, a lot of people denied that he had these gifts or that he was even real. It's kind of like the same way how God was betrayed and who people denied his healing. You could be a healer. You could have been sent here as a healer, and people did the same thing to you. All right. So I hear denial. These people could have been in denial that they needed healing. They could have been in denial of what you were trying to tell them. They could have been just feeding off your energy, wanting you to feel sorry for them, but not doing anything about it, just like sitting in their own darkness. So you are healing your sacral chakra. So this is like, you're going to feel way more balanced in 2 more months. If this threw you off balance, if you found yourself in an emotional rut, crying randomly, you just felt so alone, felt so tired, you just couldn't understand, why did they do this to you? Why did they let you down like this? It's like you're going to be able to have more inner peace from an acceptance and freedom from this emotional chain and this emotional bondage in 2 more months. Your solar plex is going to be healing. So with like, you know, narcissistic abuse or betrayal, trauma, it takes a big hit on your self-esteem, and you may find yourself like your confidence being like low. So, because I hear like they didn't value me. It could have really, really hurt you. And what it is for you, you're going to notice that you have an upgrade and lots of healing, especially as soon as you step into nature. It's like I even hear like, yeah, your solar plex chakras is lit up. Like if you really feel down one day, you just need to go outside in nature and just know that your spirit guides got your back. Like they're going to cleanse you, purify you. By the time you come from your walk outside, you're going to feel like a brand new person. So your healer is nature. Your healer is food, like the right food. So what I did say, are you a vegan? You could possibly be a vegan where you eat certain foods to like heal you. You know, you may even crave like lemons and bananas, and eating those yellow foods will like heal your solar plex chakras. Oranges, carrots. Yeah, so you stand in the light of your truth. It's like you're setting yourself free. And you may be more comfortable with being like a loner, because it's like, you still think about these people though. And you still love them. Even though they hurt you. You can even have a person around you or an ex that had like a split personality, or a parent. You can have a parent who had like mental illness or like a split personality. One minute your parent will open up and give you love, and the next minute they would shut themselves off and treat you really bad. You could have been trying to heal like your mother, or trying to heal your father, trying to gain their approval, trying to gain their love, and they would just like push you away. And it's like, even though they treated you so bad, it's like you still have such a heart of love. This is so sad. This is like really sad to me. But yeah, you are going to be a little bit more guarded. You're not going to allow people to come into your heart or in your life the way that you used to. You're going to be way more protective in what feels safe for my heart. You're going to be exploring your roots. And exploring your roots just means like exploring your real truth. Like who am I? Why am I lovable? Yeah. See, this is like opening up the spiritual source. So you're going to become way more spiritual. You are going to turn to your spirit guides. You're going to turn to prayer more. You're going to be in nature more. You probably even start working out more, getting way more rest. You could have been struggling with rest because of like trauma keeping you up at night, or you having weird nightmares. Some of you can still be dreamers, but I feel like you're going to have way more peaceful sleep in 2 months. And you understanding your truth, understanding why you had to go through that, getting more of an understanding of who's safe for you and who's not. I feel like you still didn't completely get it. But you're starting to exercise your worth a little bit more. How about that? You exercising your worth a little bit more, and you having a better understanding of who. Some people are just in darkness. They don't love themselves, so they can't love you. You're just starting to understand it. You're getting a better understanding to the point where you can accept that these people, it had nothing to do with you. These people are broken, and broken people struggle to love. And this is why Spirit wants you to heal, because if you remain broken from these people, then you will end up just like them, which is like bitter, resentful, and always thinking that somebody's out to get you, and you just living more of a darker life or a darker spirit, or, you know, when you take on the pain of other people, then you start to live like them. People vicariously live through you, whether you know it or not. Even like some of those people that you could have considered like your enemy, your op, as they say, the ops. Some of these people actually really wanted to be you. They could have turned on you because they could have tried to embody your energy. You know, you could be very mellow. You could be calm. You could have your own little swag to you. You have your own little swag to you. And what happened is, some of them tried to emulate your energy. And when they couldn't emulate your energy, they got pissed and would start to talk a bunch of crap about you behind your back, or just be very miserable and try to take shots at you. So that's another thing too. Some of these people are just upset because they couldn't be you. So, which is weird, but it makes sense. It makes sense. You know, if you want to talk about narcissism, they don't really have a true sense of identity. So if they see like a magnet, a lot of people may draw to you, but you need to be careful and protect yourself as you are, because just because a lot of people are drawn to you doesn't mean that they all have good intentions. I feel like this was your most powerful lesson that you're coming out of. Just because people are drawn to you don't mean that they have your best interests at heart. So it's like really taking a better look at people before you invite them in your world and in your spirit, because they can contaminate your spirit with pain, and this pain will make you closed off, angry, bitter, resentful, and you hate the world. And it's not you that really feels like that, because you're really a good, chill person. It's the pain of others. So learning who to surround yourself with is going to be important for you. Like, who's safe for me, who is genuine, and who's not. And once again, I feel like you're getting it. I don't know if I feel like you don't have it completely, but you understand enough to take yourself out of the situation and say, call a duck a duck. You know what I'm saying? You like, they quack and they a duck. They a op. That's basically, if it's a op, if it look like a op, it talk like a op, it's a op. It's just like that. So I even hear like short-tempered. You may even find yourself in the next 2 months to be more short-tempered. And if you are, don't feel guilty. You are short-tempered because you didn't stand up for yourself in the past. When these people took advantage of you, you didn't stand up. You didn't tell your truth. You didn't stand up for yourself in the past. So now, if you find yourself to be way more cutting when you speak your truth, it's because you're upset that you didn't defend yourself in the past. All right. That's important for you to know. But see, You are so, so wise. You may even change your profession. You may even look into like speaking, like being a speaker, or starting like a channel, or starting like a TikTok, or you may even notice yourself just speaking to other people and helping them. Like if you have a friend and they come to you and tell you like, you know, why is such and such acting this way to me? You may know now, and you can explain and break it down because of what you've been through. So you are a very wise person. You could even be known as like an old soul, like you're so wise for your age. People can tell that you're very intelligent. It's the way that you articulate yourself. All right. So giving birth, I just feel like you're going to become way more creative. Let me see. You're going to be way more creative, and you're going to make a sacrifice and finally cut people off. It could be even friends. You can find yourself cutting your friends off. Or if you, once again, if you had a parent, a mom or dad, you're going to notice that it's easier to stay away from them because you just want to be happy. So you have a brand new beginning in 2 months from whenever you get to this. I knew it. Spiritual teacher. Some of you guys, you are destined to be spiritual teachers. You are healers. You're going to start to have classes, sessions, seminars from what you've been through. Some of you too can work with the court system, with justice. Some of you may want to be a cop. Some of you may want to be a lawyer. Some of you may want to work in, be a social worker. You know, you bring justice and fairness to others. You want to protect and help others. Some of you may work for CPS. Yeah, so you have a huge career change. I feel like through the pain that you went through, you're going to, I hear suddenly, out of nowhere, you're just going to change your career. You're going to know exactly where you're meant to be. And you have other options, and I feel like you have been considering this. Like when you get to this video, this is something that you're just going to be considering. Like, am I in the right field? Especially like, suppose you're a college student. Have I been taking the right courses? Is this the right major that I really want? And you really like waking up to like your true identity of who you are and what you're meant to do in this world. So the biggest thing, divine feminine. And see, emotional freedom. You're going to be free from the emotional chains that were bonding you to people that were just freaking hurting you. I hear cutting it out. You're going to cut it out. Some of you are also going to start dating. And for you, yeah, you're going to have more balanced dating options, and you're not going to be afraid to shine your light. So if you were a person who was like struggling with confidence, you didn't want to be seen, you could have been keeping more quiet about your truth, your voice. You're going to be way more expressive. You're going to be way more confident. You're going to even dress different. You're going to notice that you want to shine more. You want to be seen. If you could have been more afraid to be seen, you're going to want to be seen. You're going to notice that you don't like the clothes in your wardrobe anymore. You're going to start to dress different. Some of you even getting your hair done out of nowhere. You're going to start to get your hair done. Some of you are like, you have a really beautiful voice, and you were afraid to let the world know that you can actually sing. You could have even been running away from your talents because you were afraid of being judged or criticized. You could have came from a family who wasn't really supportive of your talents. And now that you're away from them, you feel safe enough to go after your dreams and shine your light bright. So just notice like the changes. It's going to happen physically first. You're going to change your hair. You're going to do something different with your hair. That's going to be very drastic. And then you are going to start to change your wardrobe. You're going to even get like your feet, your nails done in 2 months. Like, take on a brand new identity for this new version of you. Since you made the sacrifice, this is like, now I'm more clear on who I am. And you're going to want to change the way you look physically to match this new identity. All right. And this is like you healing from, once again, narcissistic abuse, emotional manipulators. And you're going to be focusing way more on like saving your money. So building wealth. Taking charge of your life, knowing when to slow down and sleep more, knowing when to sleep. Somebody is going to try to come back around to you and guilt trip you and try to get back into your mind to see where they're at with you. When this person comes back around, they're just going to see where they're at with you. They just want to know because you are so distant and because you don't speak to them anymore, they're coming back around to find out if, do they still have a chance with you, or are you done? All right. Let's see, what is your relationship status? What is your relationship? Some of you, I just heard changing your phone number. You may change your phone number. You may put people on block. You may put certain people on block. I hear I'm on another level. You may feel like the people around you are just not on your level. You don't have time for them, or you don't want to waste your time on people who are not talking what you're talking about, or not trying to do something better with their life. You may notice that you want like-minded people. You want to be surrounded by different people. Wait. What is your relationship? So let me see. What is your relationship status? And 2 more months. You're sleeping with somebody. Hold up. You have a crush that you are. So you have a crush, okay? When you come to this reading, you may just be sleeping with this person. You may just be sleeping with this person and have like lots of feelings for someone. And you guys are going to fall in love with each other. And then it shows in a relationship. So to me, it's like, to me, the way that this looks like, I hear I'm falling in love with you. If you sleeping with somebody, just know that, baby, they falling in love with you. And it's going deeper than a crush. You may find yourself like in a relationship with this person. And I hear like, if you're intuitive, this person is very intuitive also. Let me see. And I heard like it's going to get back to your ex. So if you are dealing with somebody and you have an ex who like stalks you occasionally, or tries to like be nosy and find out what you're up to, or may even like text you like, oh, I'm just calling this to see how you're doing. But deep down inside, they're trying to see, is there somebody in the background? Are you going to answer? Your ex has a big fear of you moving on. They just know it. They just know you're going to move on. They just know that you're going to find love. This is something that it like paralyzes them with fear. Just the thought of you moving on and being with someone else, or someone else loving you. They couldn't love you the right way, but their worst fear is that you find somebody who actually will love you the right way. And they're right. Their fear can be, let me see, who is this new person? I hear I've been single for a while. Whoever this person is, they've been single for a while. It could be a Libra. It could be a Capricorn. This is somebody who you guys just start out as friends with benefits. It could be an air sign. It could be an Aquarius, a Libra, a Gemini. But this person is very, very brilliant. They have a brilliant mind. They can be a student, or they can just be a student of life. Let's be for real. You could be a student of life. They could be working on their success. They're very dependable. I hear orange is their favorite color. That's how you'll know who it is. Orange or red or blue or purple or green. All the colors is coming out now. But anyway, Spirit says you know them already. You already know them. When you come here, you already know who this person is. Yeah, somebody, I knew it. Somebody who's falling in love with you. I hear the song by Brandy, I Want to Be Down. So they might just have a crush on you, and just know if you guys are just like crushing. This is somebody who's going to fall in love with you. I hear I've been single for a while. They've been single for a while. They feel like they need to get out. They need to trust love again. If this sounds familiar to you, I'm going on to the extended. The extended for this pile will be in the description box, okay? I'm going to do a full spread on this person that you have a potential relationship for. I'm going to do a full spread on them and any other messages for you. I send you so much love and light. Okay, for the third pile, if you have chose the Sacred Traveler, this pile is going to be for you. So let's see, what energy, how is your life going to be in the next 2 months? All right. I don't know why I just heard don't discuss with nobody. Somebody might reveal to you some secrets, some deep secrets, something that you are not going to expect. So that's the first thing, because that just came out. Somebody's going to reveal to you some really dark, dark flew out. Somebody's going to reveal to you some very dark secrets that you weren't aware of. So secrets are going to come out in 2 more months. All right. And it could be for somebody from your family. Could be somebody from your family, because it says divine lineage. And that is your family. Just also know that if you have a family member that passed over, you might, they will, a family member or a loved one that passed over, you might see this person a lot in your dreams. They could be trying to communicate with you or send you messages through your dreams. All right. If you had any falling out with anyone, just know that someone could be blaming you. Somebody might struggle to take responsibility for what they have caused when it comes to your family or when it comes to the friendship around you. Somebody does not know how to take accountability, but I feel like you're protected in this situation. If any situations come up, I even hear grieving. Some of you guys can be grieving from a loss. You could be grieving from a loss. I don't like an energy that is on you. Somebody could be watching you, but when they're watching you, whoever this person is, it's like they lost control over their life, and they blame everybody. They don't take responsibility for their own life. So they could be watching you. They could be stalking you. They could be stressed out about you, blocking them. Some of you guys could have blocked this person. I hear you pretend that I don't even exist. This person feels like you pretend they don't exist. They stalk you. You have a huge stalker that is obsessed with you, but the energy that is watching you is so dark. You hear me? It's dark. Whoever this person is, they just feel stressed out all the time. And I don't know what it is that's making them draw to you or your energy. So who is this? Okay. They're pissed because you found the courage to leave them alone. You found the courage to block their energy out, which it looks like you did. And you are finding peace and happiness in your life, and this person hates it. A part of them feels inspired by it, but to watch you, they have mixed emotions. A part of them can't believe that you actually took your power back and you wiped them out your life. And another part of them is just angry, and they can't stand you. So just be aware of that energy. If you feel this intense energy and you feel like, why do I keep thinking of this person? It's because they are obsessed with you. And for some, running your name through the mud. Some of you. I hear it again, like losing control. This person is losing control in their life. They feel emotionally unstable. And some of you, if you had a child with this person, like suppose it's like a child's mother, child's father, they could have even tried to blame you of being an unfit parent. But the truth is, it's like they're the unfit one. They even seem mentally and emotionally unstable. But you've decided to answer the call in your life. You want to take back control of your life. And I felt like this took courage. You are so tired of trying to put into a love situation that you felt like, if I took this energy and I put it into myself, and if I really go after my dreams, do you know how far I would go? You're going to take on that mindset. Because it says answer the call. It's like you are finally going to go after your dreams. And it's like spirit is clearing the past. Clear the past, heal the present. This is where you are right now. Some of you guys can even be getting like Reiki healing. You're building your life back up. Some of you guys are into fitness now. Some of you guys are going to be drinking a lot of wine in the month of June, or If you have anxiety, you might notice that you start to drink wine at night to go to sleep. You're going to be looking at pictures a lot, like pictures of the past. If you have children, you may start to look at the pictures of your children a lot when they were small, and you could have been through a lot. You could have had like toxic exes that tried to break you down and made you feel like a failure, made you feel like you are hard to love, when the truth is it's just that they are just incapable of loving you the way that you deserve to be loved. So it's the reverse. They made you feel unlovable, but the truth is they were hard to work with. So this is you taking a chance on your own self. This is you reinventing yourself. There's going to be people who want to clear the air with you. Just know that there's going to be people who want to make amends. There are, like, if you had to distance yourself, some of you like even moved out of your old neighborhood. When you first started to like walk away from people, they didn't understand it, so they could have judged it. But you're going to find that people now want to come back around and clear the air. There's going to be people that want to make peace with you. And if you have like in-laws or like, you know, your family that you could have been distant from, or in-laws that you could have been distant from, they want to be a part of you now all of a sudden. Distant relatives or like distant in-laws that you guys were at war. And at first you were trying to work with them, and then you just gave up. You just fell off the map. In their eyes, they feel like you just fell off the map. And they've been watching you, especially if you have a social media. They feel really, really guilty. They see how you're so happy now. A lot of people are going to be curious of this happiness that you have and how did you find it. They want to understand you so that they want a part of that light, you know? So with this like light that you have around you, this happiness, you're becoming more disciplined. If you were struggling with discipline and structure, you felt like you didn't have enough energy to like work and then handle all your responsibilities. In June, you will make way more space in your life, and you will have way more discipline in 2 more months. Some of you could be teachers or vocal, like you could be like, you help people with their vocals. You could be a music teacher. If you were deciding like you were going to try a different profession, you're actually going to just stay focused on what you're doing and keep building on it. All right. So if you thought that you're going to be really, really focused on like your foundation, and some of you want to buy a house so bad, or you want to maintain your house, you have to pay the mortgage. So you're going to be really focused on like working and either purchasing your first property or maintaining it. Like you have a house, your mortgage is really high. So it's very important for you to work. You're going to be working a lot. Let me see. Let me see what this shadow is about. I feel like the shadow could be over your finances. See, you could have been conflicted over your finances. You had to like address, like if you had like spending, like you could have been putting money in things that you need to save more money. And when you come to this in June, maybe this is spirit giving you like a heads up that it's going to be so important that you pay attention to your finances and you start to save, because if you don't, your foundation is going to be in jeopardy. So it's going to be important for you to start saving when you get to this. Yeah. Some of you guys can be writers. You can be an author, or you can write scripts for movies, for plays. Or once again, you can just be an author. In the month of June, you're also going to travel a lot. Some of you could be drivers. Some of you guys can work for like Uber Eats. Or you can just do Uber. But some of you guys can actually go away in the month of June. It can even just be a road trip. If you're not flying out, then you could possibly be going on a road trip. Some of you guys can be flight attendants for a living, but you're going to be working a whole lot. And this is like leadership, taking charge of a situation, a promotion. This is what I'm saying. You might end up staying at your job because you finally get promoted in June, which is going to be more responsibilities. But with more responsibilities and more money, it's like you putting your money where it needs to be put and not spending like recklessly or impulsive spending. You're going to be more cautious of your money. And once again, I feel like if you're not there, you need to be. I feel like you need to start saving. I know this is like what's going to happen in 2 months, but I feel like you need to start saving now. Like every penny, every nickel, every dime that you get just needs to be saved and stashed away for like your foundation. I don't know if like in June, if your foundation will be in jeopardy. But you have a promotion coming. And I keep saying June, but I just want to say, right, like in 2 months will be June, but it doesn't have to be for the month of June. I just feel like 2 months from whenever you get this video. Yeah, you're manifesting. You're manifesting. And you have lots of boundaries. I feel like you're going to have a lot of money. And because you're going to have a lot of money, because you are going to start to like travel and do big things, people are going to try to come back around in your life. And you're going to need boundaries to protect yourself from allowing like the wrong people that you no longer talk to like try to come back in your life. I hear looking good. You're looking good. People feel like you stepped your game up. And with you looking better and you taking care of yourself better, feeling more better, working in a field that's actually promoting you and giving you the money that you always knew you were deserving of, it's like, this is going to make you feel way more whole within yourself, and people are going to feel this wholeness in you and want to, like, people are going to be drawn to you. I want to say that in 2 more months, your magnetism is going to increase and people are going to feel drawn to you. And what it is like there's a shift in your energy. You feel more peace. You feel more whole. And it's because you almost hit rock bottom, but you get a promotion that actually helps you stay afloat. And you are able to travel because of this. And you manifested this. You manifested this lifestyle. You probably said like, you know, if you have a book, some of you guys, if you're writers, you have a book and you always wanted your book to take off, or you work, you have your 9 to 5, but you have things on the side that you hope take off so that you can travel around the world and so that you can get your peace and happiness. It's like you get it in June. But the thing is, people feel the energy. People want to be at peace like you. I just feel like it's in your aura and people are drawn to your aura a lot. So boundaries are going to be really important for you in 2 months. You're going to have your strong boundaries to protect all that you have created for yourself. I see you being, if you struggled with boundaries, if you felt like the type that you were afraid to say no, please. In June, you are not afraid to say no. You are not afraid to say, stay away from me. This is like you feeling happier and protecting your peace, protecting your happiness. But look at everything around you. You have so much that you manifested that you are protecting what you have created. So you're like, no. And you don't feel guilty about saying no. Also, you're going to be mastering your heart. So you're going to have way more emotional control. See, new vitality. You have new energy. Look at all this new energy coming to you. You're bright. But you're not going to allow people just to come into your life so easily. Look how you're mastering your heart. Before, if you were like way more open, I hear like, I wish I was rich like you. People may assume that you are rich. People may assume that you could be rich. Why not? You could be rich. Spirit says you've been mapping this out for so long. You know, some of you could even like sell a company, sell a business, and just want to travel the world. And because your company is sold and it takes off, it's like now you can travel the world like you've always been wanting to. Like Spirit says you've been mapping this out. Like this is like your truest desire to like have lots of wealth and just travel the world or study abroad, some of you. But yeah, this is you before you could have had a more softer heart and more giving or more open. You're going to notice that your boundaries is strong, and so is your emotional maturity. It's like you know when to shut off your heart and when to open up your heart. That's the way I see it. I hear good luck. People are going to think like you're a good luck charm. When people are trying to come back into your life, I think this is going to make you want to close off your heart. You're not going to feel safe. You're going to rest and reconsider whether, like, I don't know if I want to let you into my heart. You could also struggle to open up your heart when it comes to love. Let me see what's going on. See? Daydreams, decisions. This is like you finding balance and blossoming. One thing too with mastering, you're going to master yourself. You're going to know when it's time to confront your shadow, like address your insecurities, address your fears, and you're going to know how to balance yourself back. Maybe you have a lot of tools that you use in order to help you with your emotions. Before, you could have been struggling with your emotions, and now you're going to confront your deeper insecurities. You're going to have the courage to confront your insecurities. Some of you may even finally get a therapist or a counselor to help you with your deeper insecurities, fears, and doubts in the month of June, and you feel more balanced emotionally and mentally. And this is you, like, just creating. Really good at manifesting in 2 months. Your path is really clear. Yeah, I knew it. Like, this is you listening to your inner voice. You're going to be trusting your gut more. All right. And this is like you creating like your dream life. I knew it. Something that you love. You always wanted to travel the world. Or some of you, like I said, could be like flight attendants. And although this is your dream, it's very, very exhausting. Some of you could be a travel agent, or you can work for an insurance company or be a travel agent. But with isolation, it's like you can work for your own self. And if you had any issues, like if you felt like your money was postponed in the past, you're finally going to get your abundance. Like if things with your finances were postponed in the past, you're finally going to get the money you've been waiting for. Let me see. Tell me more. It's going to be, Spirit is saying it's going to be stressful. It's going to be a lot of hard work. Yeah. It's going to be stressful. It's going to be a whole lot of work. But you finally will, when it comes to 10 of Pentacles, build the foundation that you want. It's going to take a lot of work and it's going to make you really exhausted. But it's going to be worth it because you're finally going to have the happy family life and the financial security that you want. Finding magic in the little things. So lots of hard work. Even like from now, you're probably working now. You're probably exhausted as you watch this video and just like, damn, I can't wait for my hard work to pay off. And the Spirit could be saying in 2 more months, you finally get the fruits of your labor. Let's see, what is your status in love? What is your status in love? So ready to be with you. Someone is ready to commit to you in the month of, in 2 more months. I keep wanting to say the month of. Somebody's ready, somebody that you were sleeping with. Yeah. Somebody that you were sleeping with and you thought that it was just going to be a short-term connection. You thought it was going to be short-term. You thought it was just going to be like you guys sleeping together, but they want to move in with you. They're ready to be with you. All right. Let me see more about this person. I hear you are their dream mate. Who is this person? Aww. Yeah, they want to have a family with you. They could possibly have their own children, but if not, they can live with their family, but you're going to hear from them. They're going to send you an offer to go out. You guys are going to be going out together, or you can live with this person. You're either going to move in with this person or you already live with this person and you guys already have a family together. Yeah, they're manifesting you. Like, they want to be with you. Things could be moving slow. That's why. Somebody who's loyal, dedicated, honorable, and kind, and things could be moving slow, but they manifested this connection. They wanted to. I manifested you. It could be also a Virgo. This person spends lots of time to themselves. Maybe you could assume that it was going to be short term because they are moving very, very slow and they always are like distant. You could have felt like they were distant and they were like, it was like very mysterious. You didn't really know. Sometimes they're silent. This can also be a Pisces, but sometimes they're distant and they're silent. You guys could have had an ending in the past already with this person, and it can also be an Aries. You know, you could have had an ending in the past with them, but they're going to send you a love offer and you're going to see a different side to them. Let me see more. Yeah, Two of Cups. Two of Cups and Ace of Cups with somebody. So a renewal, a passionate renewal with somebody that you thought it was only going to be sex and short term, and they see the difference in you. They know that you're tired of the back and forth and that you don't want to wait anymore for them, that you don't want to play games and that you don't want to wait. That's probably going to put some fire underneath them. All right. I'm going to go into the extended. I want to go into details about this relationship. What do they like about you? Is there a third party? And any other messages. Okay. The link will be in the description box. I send you so much love and light. One more thing, guilty. They feel guilty for how they treated you. It's like they could have been harboring pain from a past relationship. So it took them some time to open up to you, okay? But you will see a difference when they come back around. I'll be in the extended.